Trekcast.
The galaxy's most unpredictable Star Trek podcast.
Ladies and gentlemen, here we are. If you're here in the live studio audience over on Discord, you've managed to figure out which way this Sunday we were going to record and actually have you participate every day.
You used your decoder rings to find us.
Yes, you did. We change it up all the time. It's just who knows what we're going to do. We're trying. We're trying.
We're trying.
Yeah.
We're trying.
Yeah.
We get a name for effort.
All of a sudden, you got totally muffled, Daniel. I don't know what happened. Your audio was perfect just a minute ago, and then it just went to, we're going to try to figure it out. We're going to be great. It'll be awesome. Like that.
How's this? Is that better?
Still the same.
Okay.
While Daniel's messing with that, Dan, how have you been this last week, sir?
It's autumn. It's officially autumn.
Yeah.
Leaves are starting to fall.
Test.
It's cold.
Yeah.
Built a fire this morning.
Oh, nice.
Cold.
Nice.
Yeah. Election signs are out. Pumpkin spice, apple cider. It's autumn.
Yep, definitely.
Hoodies.
Yep.
I like hoodies.
Yep. If I could wear hoodies
I
year
sound
round, I
muffled?
probably would. Go ahead, Daniel.
Do I sound muffled still, or am I good?
You're good. Whatever
Okay.
you did, there you are. Don't move a muscle. Just sit
Yeah,
back
I'm
still.
not touching anything.
Hold still for 57 minutes.
Yes.
I don't know. This one could be a longer episode than 57 minutes. We'll see. We had a whole bunch of surprise things hit us this last couple of days at New York City Comic Con. Some trailers that came out, 3 in total. Surprise. They actually said something about disco. So we'll get into all of that and more as we get into, get into the news. Right, Daniel?
Yeah, let's do it.
Because I'm looking at my handy dandy outline here that I made with
You know what?
Post-it notes from
Hold on.
Scott.
Yes.
Can't read it.
Actually,
It's too bright.
before we get into the news,
Oh God, you're
we
messing
should
me up.
do our sponsorship.
Ah. Yes.
That's right. Because we are sponsored by Toy Inc. or Toink.
Toink.
We're Toy Inc.
Toy
Toink,
Inc.
Yes.
Robin Williams is going to come back and.
That's right. Yes. Yeah. Toynk, Toink, where fandom lives. Yes, we are sponsored by them. Dan, I believe you received a gift recently from Toink.
I did. And, one of the fun things about it, the box was addressed to Trekcast, Galaxy's most unpredictable Star Trek podcast, Dan Lombardo, and then my address. So, I mean, that was funny. That was fun. I mean, if my mail carrier doesn't know I'm a geek, they know now.
Right.
So I picked...
Yeah, let's see what you got.
I picked, what is it called? Engineering, Star Trek, The Next Generation, 100-piece engineering field kit tool set. So
Nice.
I'm going to do my best
Yes.
to hold this up. You know what? Let me take it out of the plastic. You could probably see it.
Your very best QVC right now.
So I chose this not because I need a tool set, because
You're
I
quite handy
don't.
with the skill, if you know what I mean.
I don't. I have many tools, but because, I mean, the case that it comes in, that's a 24th century Starfleet engineering case. I mean, that's what Geordi carried around the ship for 7 years.
Yep.
So, I'll give you a picture of the back. I mean, it's a functional tool set.
Yeah, it's real tools. It's good, like little
it's real
around the house tools.
Yep, says tools included, 1-piece toolbox, 6-inch wire cutter, pry knife, mini suction cup, magnetized bits holder, prolong bar, 9mm utility knife, steel ruler, self-sealing stem bolt, metal pry.
Self-sealing stem bolt.
There's no.
I was going to say,
self-sealing stem bolts.
where's the emergency hypospray? Where's the?
They should have put something in there.
They really should have.
Just write self-sealing stem bolt. It doesn't have to do anything because nobody knows what they actually do.
Yeah.
Right.
Electrostatic ring, suction cup plus SIM card tools, anti-static cloth, plastic pry bar, pry tools, metal pry bar, precision tweezers,
That's to work on some electronics. That's pretty.
Yes,
That's pretty
yeah.
good.
Spudger, whatever that is.
A spudger.
4 pieces spudger. I don't know what a spudger is.
Is there a plumbus in there?
I don't see a plumbus. I know what a plumbus is.
Is there a power decoupler?
I think I know what a plumbus is. I mean, when plumb is like the opposite of level, right? Level is like this. Plumb is straight up and down, right?
Right.
Is a plumbus something you use to
Yeah.
figure that out?
No.
Or are you just busting? All right, then I don't know.
I thought you were about to do the sign of the cross with your hand signals.
Yeah. I'm blessing Chad. That's what I'm doing right there.
Work.
Plumbus is from Rick
So
and
it's-
Morty, so no, it's not.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
But it's got cable ties and 54-piece precision screwdriver bits.
That's
So,
awesome, man.
I mean, you could see it's full of stuff.
Yeah, that's pretty
Yeah.
cool. That's
yeah.
pretty
It's
cool.
full of stuff, but at
Yeah,
the same time, I mean, you know, if I go to a Star Trek convention and I decide to wear my 24th century gold and black engineering uniform,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this is what I'm putting my lunch in. I'm going to be honest. I didn't
Yeah.
buy it for the tools. I bought it for the case, or asked for it for the case. They donated it to the show, which is awesome. But I
Yeah.
mean, this thing looks cool.
That's very cool.
I mean, it's a real tool set.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's a real tool set, but damn it, it's a Starfleet issue tool set.
Mhm.
I mean, this is
That has
This
to go
is
in the
what-
shuttlecraft at all time.
that's
Oh,
you know
yeah.
what, I'm going to keep it right here. This is, you know what's going in here?
Yes.
The emergency rations. I'm going to put granola
Yes.
bars.
Yes.
MREs.
Yes. Yes.
Gentry in the.
and Toy,
Go ahead.
Toy's got all sorts of cool stuff like that, including some Rick
Yep.
and Morty merch, like Chad was saying.
Yeah,
I mean, it's where fandom lives, so like they've got
It
a
is.
ton of stuff.
it is.
Yep.
Gentry
This is
over in
made
the
by a
chat
company-
is saying that we should take that with us to the next convention so we can use it to dismantle the other podcasts' booths.
I'm down. I'm down.
I am all for that. Oh Lord, you know how, man.
And I mean, it says right here, meets or exceeds ANSI standards. So I mean, it's legit.
There you go.
Meets or exceeds.
There you go.
Yep.
See,
Tony
they had a
goes,
perfect opportunity there that they missed. Meets or exceeds Starfleet uniform code, whatever, you know.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
whatever the code is for the.
Oh, it says right here, functions within established parameters.
There you go. There you go.
Isn't that what data
Yep.
used to say all the time?
Yes,
Functions
yes,
within
yes.
established parameters.
Yep.
Yes.
Zephyr
I
Cochrane
mean,
approved.
if I look excited about this thing, it's because I'm excited.
Yeah,
about this
you
thing.
should
I
be.
mean-
That's
I
amazing.
mean, I like stuff like this. I
Yeah.
like stuff where, you know, not like people collect props. People get all crazy about screen used props. I don't care if it's screen used or not, but I like having full size versions of things from TV and movies. I have a Captain America shield. I have a Batleth. I have an Infinity Gauntlet, and you know, this thing's going right next to all of them. So
Nice.
Toink,
Nice.
Toink, check them out. Toink, it's where fandom lives, and they're a sponsor of the show. So
get one free on drinkware, kitchenware, puzzles, pins, and more. They've also if you get $50 in purchases, you get a free pin and free shipping in the contiguous U.S. So that's toynk.com, toynk.com, toynk.com. Cool.
boom.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right,
Now
ready to
we
move
go to
on.
news.
Now you can move on to the news. I'm reading my outline. It's like making sure. Here we
There
go.
you go. Yeah.
Trek news.
Oh, I got to play that again because the sound was down. Because I still have to manually do the sound
Right.
difference for the intro thing. Whatever. Here we go.
Star Trek news.
All right, hit us.
Just blame it on Robert Stack. It's his fault.
Blame
It's always
it
his
on
fault.
the rain.
It's always his fault. So we have got all sorts of news that just came out of nowhere yesterday. Like Randy Orton out of nowhere with the RKO, which means nothing to you guys. But
Nope.
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 It's okay. So
It's probably a wrestling. Probably
Absolutely,
wrestling
it's a wrestling thing.
thing. Hey, are you using
Yes.
a different mic? Are you using a different mic today?
Yeah, I got a new lavalier mic.
Okay, that's probably what it is. But when you're too loud, it cuts out, I think.
It does, yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So
I will try to keep it under control.
Yep.
take it down a notch.
Don't
Take it down
get
a
so
notch.
excited.
Okay. Yes. The shame. It's just utter shame.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing.
Yeah.
When I hear someone else on this show having audio problems, I can't help but point it out. I have been such an audio pain in the ass for the last few weeks that I'm like, that meme where it's Leonardo DiCaprio drinking the beer and he's pointing at the screen. That's me right now. That's me right now, pointing at your audio.
Yep.
Nice.
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah, exactly, Gentry. You're right. Daniel does look great. I've been meaning to mention that to you last couple of shows, but
Yeah.
So yeah.
He does.
He does the hair flip and everything. He's got no hair, but he's doing it.
Maybe it's Maybelline.
Where's the Frosted Glamour Shots photo of Daniel?
Coming in the next Madam Trekcast calendar.
Yes, I keep getting asked. Where's the
know.
calendar? Yeah.
People ask.
Yeah.
I want one signed by Little Ocho.
It has to be signed by Little Ocho, yes.
That'll be the international edition.
Man, I don't know what the deal is with your audio right there. Even when you weren't excited,
terrible.
it just killed you. It just is this
I'm gonna switch it to just my regular.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's do that.
We'll play with that too when we play with the restream stuff after the show.
Do you need me to come over and take a look at your setup? I got this engineering kit over here. I might be able to reroute your audio through the secondary power coupling.
That plastic pry bar that's in that kit will help.
The polarity of my audio.
You do.
Yeah.
You do.
Yeah.
That would have been a perfect opportunity in that kit to actually have like a plastic thingamajig that does nothing but call it like the
self-sealing stem bolt.
Or the polarity reverser.
Hydro spanner.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Hey, you doing it all 220?
Doing
220.
Doing it all 220. I'm totally confused.
I'm confused too.
That's a Mr. Mom reference. Sorry.
I don't. Yeah.
Anyway,
Okay.
never mind. I'll explain later. One of the listeners out there got it and laughed.
One will. Just one.
Just one.
Okay.
And if you're that guy, let us know because I want to know if anybody got that.
So since we played the news intro 8 minutes ago, the first news story is the Star Trek Picard final season trailer is out and loving every minute of it. According to Gizmodo, it is absolutely nuts. If you go watch it, it's great. There's so much nostalgia and feel goods. We've got so many cool things. We got the return of a lot of our TNG friends, including Beverly Crusher, Will Riker, Deanna Troi, Worf, who is now a pacifist.
Oh my gosh!
They say that in the trailer.
Yeah, I think that's a joke. I hope so. For 7 years, he had no sense of humor. I'm going to call it now. That's a joke. That's him telling. That's him telling a joke, and for the first time, it's funny.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I think that is. But we'll see.
Lord, I hope so.
We'll see.
Because like 5 minutes later, he's throwing fists. So
yeah. He's doing his thing. He's being Worf.
He says it with a mek'leth strapped to his back. So
yeah. We also see a couple classic villains return. Moriarty's back. Lore is back. There's just so much. I even have a piece of feedback that I think kind of fits right now. So I'm going to share it real quick. Came to us from Taryn, and it says the Picard season 3 trailer. Oh my god! Just watched that trailer like 5 times. Moriarty, Lore, Enterprise F. Lots of Wrath of Khan vibes. Still cautiously optimistic, but this looks awesome, Taryn. So
yeah.
Did you guys get to see the trailer?
I did.
I did. I watched it on YouTube through Facebook yesterday, and this morning I watched it on Paramount Plus. And when I looked it up, I think I looked it up through the Roku search engine. And they sometimes, when you find something, they give you suggestions of related things or related actors. And an actor that came up being related to this was Robert Picardo.
Okay.
So I don't think he's in the trailer.
No.
However, if the villain, I mean, there were rumors 2 years ago that he was going to be in Picard, and we never heard anything about it. But if one of the big bads for this season is a sentient hologram, I mean,
Mhm.
it would make sense for him to show
Oh
up
yeah, yeah.
at some point. So
You know, I just pulled something up, and I think this will be a fun little game to play. So we had 3 trailers, right? And we'll talk about all of them individually. But we had a new Picard trailer, a new Discovery trailer, and a new Prodigy trailer. So let's play a game. Over under 100,000 views. Okay. Picard trailer.
Over.
Under. Do you guys think
oh,
over?
Over.
Okay. So currently sitting at 409,000 views. Okay. So that's pretty good. Discovery Season 5 trailer, first look. Over under 100,000 views.
Under.
Both of you under?
Yep.
Yeah.
You would be correct. It's at 90,000 views.
Yeah. You know why? You know how I know that? You know how I
How?
know that? 'Cause I
How?
didn't watch it.
I didn't watch it either. Yeah, exactly.
I
didn't watch it either.
You know,
Yeah.
not to beat this dead horse again, but I don't care. And
Yeah.
I think a lot of people, I read a lot of the comments. I
Yeah.
didn't watch it, but I read a lot of the comments, and a lot of the comments were, "Isn't this show over? Why isn't this show over?" I mean,
Yeah.
there was a lot of that. So
Yeah.
Gentry
Yeah.
said it was confusing.
It was.
well,
They
Gentry, it
play-
wasn't confusing for me.
We'll talk about it in a minute. Okay. Star Trek Prodigy, over under 100,000.
Under.
Let's split the vote. I'm going to say over.
Okay. It's under 82,000 views right now.
Yeah.
How many did Discovery have?
90
90.
90. Okay, so it's like neck and neck with Discovery. The
Yeah.
kids show is
Yeah.
neck and
Kid
neck
show.
with Discovery, both of which were
Right.
blown away by Picard. So
Yep.
Exactly.
Yep.
Dan with the sports analysis. Yes.
Yeah.
It's not. This isn't rocket science. This just isn't.
yeah.
This just isn't rocket science. I mean, we've been beating this
Right.
dead horse so long that it's already made glue that's been used, and are looking for another horse to beat dead to make more glue. They ran out, so it's
There you
just
go.
yeah. Disco's done. I don't know how else to word it.
Yeah. So the Discovery trailer was just a quick trailer. There was just some scenes that we're going to see ahead of time. They looked like there was also some sort of puzzle box they're going to be dealing with, which I thought was interesting, especially in the wake of the new Hellraiser movie being released.
Literally another
So-
mystery box season. Literally.
Yeah, literally a mystery box.
Paul
Yes.
called it. So
Yeah.
Yes.
Mr. Hipster Spock himself called it. So
Yeah.
they can't.
Well, I just
Is it really? I don't understand.
I just want Discovery to deal with Pinhead and all the Cenobites and such sites to show
I
them.
got no idea what that means. I've never watched Hellraiser. Anyway, so
Yeah, me neither.
yeah,
Yeah.
I don't understand how
It's a wrestling thing.
It probably, yeah. So I don't understand how tone deaf you have to be to make yet another season with the exact same type of storyline. Again, when everybody has been complaining about it for years. I mean, how tone deaf do the executives have to be? There must be just enough of an audience to justify it. There must be something there. I don't get it though. I just don't see it. It's just so perplexing. It's as if you watch someone go out and make a mummy movie and wanted it to be based around this entire cinematic universe of Frankenstein, the Mummy, and everything else, and they went and made 4 movies right in a row, expecting each one to do better than the last. And it's just find a brick wall and beat your head against it. That's what you're doing. I don't understand.
I don't know.
Well, speaking of a brick wall and beating your head against it, it was also announced that in Star Trek Prodigy, we're going to see the return of a very famous character. Ronnie Cox is returning as Captain Jellicoe.
Wow.
Ah.
All the kids are going to learn about a 4-shift rotation. So that'll be nice.
I don't want to talk about it, kids. Get it?
Just
done.
get it done. We're not going to
Yes.
talk about your homework. You're just going to do it.
Yeah.
Take this pad
Just
and go
get it
sit in the
done.
corner.
Get it done. Yeah. So and Prodigy
get
will
that fish out of here.
Yeah. Prodigy will be returning in a few weeks on October 27th. So there you go. We're just right around the corner for that. So nice. And our last news story. Yeah.
Go for it. I was just going to say, Prodigy is just not a show I can really watch. I tried, and I just can't really. I mean, it's fun. It's good.
Yeah.
I'm sure it has something for its audience. That's fine. It's nothing. I don't think there's anything really wrong with it. The murdering Janeway on that planet was hilarious, but there's nothing. I don't find anything wrong with it. It's just not for me. So and it's not supposed to be for me. It's supposed to be for kids. So it's fine. Yeah, maybe I will too.
I'll try again at some point.
How about we try the when it starts back up on the 27th? We'll just see how that beginning is. Yeah.
Sure.
And you know what? Let's do this. Let's not even watch any of the past episodes. We'll just
start
go
right there
and see if we can. Yeah, start right there.
Yeah.
See what happens.
That's what I'm doing wrong, Gentry. Gentry is absolutely right. That's why I'm not into Prodigy. I'm not drinking while I'm watching it. I need to be drunk and then I'll enjoy it. I'm going to do that. I'm going to drunk watch it.
There you go. There you go. Get your sippy cup, just like a child would.
Yeah. Filled with vodka to make it go quick. Yeah.
I have a plethora of sippy cups in my house. Yes.
There you go.
And if you put any alcohol in them, your wife would freaking kill you.
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably.
All right. And our last news story comes to us from comicbook.com, and it was announced also at the New York City Comic Con that we are going to get a new comic book series starting in March. Star Trek Defiant by IDW Publishing. It's going to be the stories of Worf and his crew on the Defiant.
Oh, nice.
We also got the lineup of Worf's crew, which is very interesting. So we've got Worf as the head. We have got B'Elanna Torres. We've got Spock, Rolaren, and playing the role of Loki, we have the android Lore.
What?
Lore is going to be part of Worf's crew.
What?
Yeah.
And when does this take place?
Well, the comic books will be coming out in March.
No, I mean, but where in the timeline does this take place?
I didn't see that. It doesn't specifically say. I would imagine it's after the events of DS9 in that nebulous area where they can just kind of dump everything they want to dump and just let it go.
All right.
Yeah.
Huh.
Hard pass.
Yeah.
Yeah, that I don't know. Well, maybe that's why the Defiant wasn't on Lower Decks last week.
It's a good ship, a little ship.
Because Worf was flying it around with
Lore,
the leftovers from every other Star Trek show.
That's what it should be called, is the Leftover Squad.
Yeah.
There you go. You know what I thought was funny about the Discovery trailer is with Worf, they've made a big deal about his new sword and how they got the original creator of the Bat'leth to design something new, and it was going to be all exciting and it's so badass. And
you mean on the Picard
you guys
trailer?
Are going to be just on the Picard trailer. Sorry.
Gotcha. Okay, just making sure we're on the same page here.
And then
when
when he unsheaths the sword, and you see it, and it's just a giant Metcalf. That's all it is.
Bigger is better, you know?
Yeah, that's all it is. Yeah. So, whatever.
All right.
So you said in the trailer, you said that was the Enterprise F?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't see that.
Yeah, it's quick. It's blink and you miss it. It's really quick, but it's
okay. All right.
Yeah.
I've only watched it once.
We don't know who the captain of the Enterprise F is at this point.
No, not right now.
Really okay.
Maybe we'll find out on Tuesday.
Who's the lady?
I got that Tuesday.
Yes.
It took a minute.
Yeah.
You got that reference.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's good. It's gonna arrive with the tractor beam and the medical staff. Right.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. Took a minute, but I got it.
That was a deep cut, buddy. That was a deep cut.
Yep.
Yeah.
You gonna do a 220?
You know, if the Platus allows it.
I'd rather do a 420 than a
You know,
220.
and then we can.
Yeah. All right.
If we're gonna go with the references I don't get,
Yeah.
I know it's 220 wire. I know it's for 208 voltage. I get all that. I'm just
Look, man, Johnny Five is alive, and I can't wait till he fights Lore.
Boom.
just gonna mash it all up. Just mash it all
Yep.
up.
Let's throw it all together.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so should we get to the main topic?
I guess it is time for the main topic.
It's the main topic.
Ding ding ding.
There you go.
Round 1.
Yes. Fight.
Fight.
Yes.
Love it.
So we got
yeah,
Peanut
we had
Hamper.
Yes.
Peanut Hamper.
Peanut Hamper's back, baby.
What a weird episode. I mean,
It was so weird.
it was almost
So-
uncomfortable.
It was no. It was
Yeah.
uncomfortable.
By
when
design.
when Hawkman starts banging R2D2, it was just weird.
You wonder if they're going to go there. Then they start to go there and you're like, oh man, fade to black. And then they really go there. I mean,
Yes.
complete with the
Yeah.
screaming, caca!
Yes.
God. Yeah, I don't know. It was
Yeah.
uncomfortable. It was weird. I usually watch Lower Decks twice.
Yeah.
But this one I was kind of like, I'm
Did you
good.
watch it 3 times?
Only needed it one time this time.
Yeah.
I watched it. Yeah, yes, Daniel. I watched it 3 times. The third time, I made sure I was alone. I made sure the lights were out.
Hands off. I get it.
I lit a candle. It was.
I kept waiting for, like, when are they going to cut away from Peanut Hamper's story and show us the
Yeah.
lower deckers? Like, when are they going to do that? When are they going to do that? Every scene was, when are they going to
This-
do that? And they never did.
You know, it was weird because it was like, is this a backdoor pilot to a Peanut Hamper show that I'm watching? You remember like back in the 80s, you'd tune in for, an episode of Different Strokes, and it was just Arnold in the first 5 minutes, and then it was some other family for 19 minutes, and then Arnold for 5 minutes at the end, and it was a backdoor pilot to some other show that didn't get picked up. And every time you saw it in reruns, you were like, oh yeah, this is that weird episode. That's what this felt like.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, they did that in the original series, right? With that Gary 7. So.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, they've done this before, right? When we had the Vulcan lower deckers.
A completely different show. Yeah, but it was at least still themed with I mean, I guess you're right. So look, I guess from that standpoint, I don't care if they suddenly do a show that's completely out of left field, that we don't even see our main cast of characters, and it's just something totally different, but still evolves in that universe. I think that's fine. I think that's fun. But this episode really felt like they were all sitting around one night, getting a little drunk, trying to come up with some fun ideas. And when they woke up the next morning because they blacked out, they realized they made 2/3 of this episode and said, screw it, let's just do it. I mean, that's what it feels like. It's so awkward in some places and uncomfortable even, which is funny. And I'm sure they thought it was funny, but it just comes out of left field too far. It's too far out of left field. I mean, I don't have anything bad to say about it. It was I laughed. I mean, it was just out there.
It was weird.
It was just out there.
Yeah.
So
the general consensus on the internet is very mixed. Some people thought it was hilarious.
yeah.
Some people thought it was just terrible. So this was not a well-received episode for sure.
No, not at all. And I will say this though too. So even with all of that said, please don't do it again. But at the same time, kudos for trying something different, right? I mean, and not
that's
giving a
true.
shit and just going and doing it, because it could have wound up being amazing and everybody loved it. I think they just missed the
Right.
mark. I don't know if it's them trying too hard either. I don't think they have to try too hard. With this cast of characters that they have and how they've grown it, they could do a stupid throwaway episode that doesn't mean anything with our 4 main characters. Without having to do this. So,
Right.
Well, I don't think it's a coincidence that this came 1 week after the Deep Space Nine episode.
No.
I think
No.
I think knowing this is a risk, they put it right after the episode where everyone is still high on seeing the station, seeing the old friends walking around the station.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
think that's a coincidence at all. And then I don't think it's a coincidence that, the big finish at the end was a quick little cameo by Jeffrey Combs
Exactly.
to remind everybody that
Oh, he just paused right there.
he is the glue that holds Star.
Right.
Jeffrey Combs is. Yeah, you're good now. Yeah, you just for a second.
Okay.
I think I would have flipped the release of these episodes, like bring people down to only raise them up. But that's me.
Well, the interesting thing about it, the episode 2, is it could fit anywhere. This could fit anywhere in their normal timeline of the season. It doesn't affect it anywhere, right? It could just be thrown in anywhere. It doesn't matter. So what do we? Okay, so all things aside, because I don't know how much of this we really have to talk about. I think it is interesting, though. Two or three things here that are interesting to think about. Number one is this society, this civilization of birds. Birds with abs. Birds aren't real, right? But they actually have a full-fledged backstory where they are a star-faring species. They moved to that planet. Mm-hmm. That's not where they're from, right? And so technically, it's not a first contact scenario. So I thought that was kind of an interesting. They went backwards, right? So I think that was interesting. So yeah, to recap the whole.
Well, no,
episode,
it is first contact scenario. It's not a prime directive scenario.
Correct. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right. So yeah, I mean that's how the whole episode is set up. Though is Peanut Hamper still stuck out in space from where they left her from last season, I guess it was, and it's just her being a smartass for 5 minutes, trying to figure out how to leave. Some scavengers come by, and she gets out of there with a warp drive thing she makes, and she crash lands on this planet with the birds. You think that she's changed her ways. You think that she's changed her ways.
I've got the official log line.
Okay, go for it. This will be hilarious.
Yeah.
How do you?
So this is episode 307, a mathematically perfect redemption, and the log line is: a wayward Starfleet ensign struggles to find a path to redemption. That's the log line.
That's hilarious.
Yes,
that's as bad as the episode. So
that's Tom Paris's 7-year story arc.
Pretty much.
Yes.
But that's the whole thing about this. That's the second thing that's unique about this episode.
Mm-hmm.
She's not. She's literally not trying to redeem herself. She could care less. It's all just a big game to her. Right?
Yeah.
All she's trying to do is just get off the damn planet. She doesn't care how. If it winds up with those guys coming or whatever, she's completely playing everybody. And she can do that because she's a computer and has no feelings and no emotions. It doesn't matter.
This is a cautionary tale about the dangers of AI. That's what this is.
We should go shut Elon Musk down right now.
Let's get real. Do you have a peanut hamper in your life?
I have a jar of peanut butter. I don't know what you mean by.
There you go. Just somebody that might act this way. I think I know people.
Oh, you know what? That act this way?
Yeah.
Give me 5 minutes with Peanut Hamper, and I will solve that.
Chaz, I'm not going to repeat what you put in the chat.
For those listening to the audio, I just held up my engineering field kit, and
yes,
I would disable Peanut Hamper.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Yeah. I don't know why they didn't do that, and they just go and put it in a cage in the Daystrom Institute with everybody else.
Because she's a sentient life form. You can't just and they're above capital punishment. So
yeah,
that's good.
Yeah,
you can just unplug them.
Just turn them off for a while.
Yeah.
The tongue into her eye hole thing. Just
yes.
Oh, good grief.
Yeah, it was weird.
There's a meme going around saying, "Mom, can we see Avatar 2?" No, we have Avatar 2 at home, and it's for people.
Nice.
Yeah.
It was weird when they arrived at the planet, and they got a bird guy on the Cerritos. The doctor, not the doctor.
Psychologist.
Thank you.
Who is sitting on the bridge again? Yeah, the ship's counselor sitting on the bridge.
They got a bird guy right there, and nobody made mention of him.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
He could have
think
been
they
like,
would-
"Oh, birds of a feather flock together," and then thrown in some little line in there somewhere, and
Yeah.
somebody in the background going, "Birds aren't real." I mean, this is all the kinds of things that
I just,
true
that's
creatives like
something
us would think about.
Not all bird people know each other.
Yeah.
It's like something your grandma would say, would she be like, "Oh, there's a guy at the store. He's Chinese. Do you know him?" No, Grandma, not all Chinese people know each other.
Yeah, that would have been good.
Yeah.
See?
Yes.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
gotta wait for
hopefully
the
we
show.
get something more back to what we expect next week.
I'm sure we will. I have no doubt. It's a great show. Lower Decks is fantastic, so I have no
Yes.
doubts.
Yep.
They'll throw in some weird
Yep.
stuff every once in a while, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
So
It wasn't bad. It
No,
wasn't bad.
no.
It was just weird.
it was weird.
It
Yeah.
was weird.
Yep.
Very weird.
So all good.
Well, why don't we have people put X's in the chat if they want to do feedback, and we can move to feedback.
Yep, we'll move into feedback. We have some voicemails to play this week. Some catching up to do there with some things. Gentry sent me some stuff that I didn't see until I got a polite poke in our Instagram, or not Instagram,
There
or
you go.
Messenger feedback talk last night, or chat. Anyway,
Okay.
I need more coffee. Sore throat. Anyway, not a sore throat, but like a dry
let's
throat.
let's do the voicemails first, and then we'll go from everything else.
Yeah, let's do that. Here we go.
Let's enter feedback.
So first,
You know what? Hold on. We should do our ad break real quick.
yes, let's do our ad break.
Yes. Okay, now
And there
we're
it
back.
is. Okay.
Yes.
That's hilarious. Okay,
It's
so
hilarious.
first one, and I've listened to some of these ads we get from Spreaker. It's hilarious. Oh, they're so good. They're so good.
they're all over the map, baby.
They are everywhere.
Yeah.
I don't even know how to describe it. They're all over the place. Okay, here's the first one
I
from
watched
Gentry.
one Bad Bunny video, and all my ads are in Spanish.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So here's the first one from Gentry.
Good morning. This is Space Gentry reporting live for the Federation News Network. Today's topic, pandering for listeners, Trekcast in Germany. The well-known podcast Trekcast has a devoted and loyal following in Deutschland, and as such, this reporter knew it was time to dig a little deeper into the country and its ties to Star Trek. Star Trek has a long history with Germany, even being referenced in the original series, and that started a lifelong love for many Germans with the franchise. And even though new Trek has emerged, one study showed that most Germans preferred Captain Kirk 54% to Captain Picard's 31%, while Captain Janeway only got 8% of the vote. No word yet on how the tsunami of Captain Pike would have affected this poll. Most German Trekkies live in the north and east of the country, concentrated in Bremen, Berlin, and Brandenburg. The population of Bremen had a 55% increase in interest in Star Trek over the average German, 44% higher in Berlin. One college in Cologne years ago decided to start giving courses on something both practical and out of this world: Star Trek cooking classes. The community college teacher Helga Schmidt was a big Trekkie and decided to figure out how to cook up meals prepared on the show. Her roqueg blood pie and hasperat must have been absolutely amazing. In Bottrop, North Rhine-Westphalia, at the Movie Park, Germany, Germans have built a Star Trek roller coaster. It's the only officially licensed Star Trek roller coaster, and riders first pass through Federation Plaza, which is over 1,000 square meters, 3,000 feet or something, and is complete with a replica of the Enterprise D bridge and transporters. Einschlafen! That's German for energized. And how much do Germans love Star Trek? So much that in 2004, to celebrate their being online for 10 years, German broadcaster Deutsche Welle actually translated their news website into Klingon, along with 30 other languages. For the 50th anniversary of Trek, Air Berlin decided to get in on the fun by setting up a special flight to mimic Star Trek. Cabin crew members exchanged their typical uniforms for character costumes, and the outside of the plane was painted with the Vulcan salute next to the Star Trek logo. For an entire month, the specially decorated plane flew around with special Star Trek headrests playing episodes from the series. They even changed the airsick bags from Spocktuten to Spocktuten, just in case the in-flight meal of Gach wasn't fresh. Of course, we all know that in Trek, Zephram Cochrane was technically over Germany for 1.4 seconds during his maiden flight on First Contact Day. And lastly, it was rumored that Guinan kept several bottles of Gewürztraminer and a case of Riesling behind her bar for any time Picard was in the mood for white instead of his typical red. That's all for this week's Pander. Reporting for the Federation News Network, I'm Space Gentry. Lange leben und gedeihen!
Right, all of that.
That is amazing. That was amazing, buddy.
He's got a
thorough.
voice. He's got a voice for radio. I tell you what.
Yeah, he does.
He does. He does.
Yeah, he does.
He's got the voice
better
for
keep
radio, and I
my-
have the face for radio. It's amazing.
I better keep my audio in line, or you guys are going to replace me.
Maybe. That was fantastic, buddy. Really appreciate
Yes,
that.
thanks for sending that.
Yes, thank you.
Sorry, I did not reply to your email on October 6th. On October 6th, and I still haven't replied to your emails yet today. As the guys know, and I showed them in our messenger chat, I have 1,766 unopened emails just on Gmail alone.
Yeah.
So it's hard.
And I mean, you're the worst.
I am the
So,
worst.
you know.
I'm horrible. I'm horrible. If you want things on the show, you should really email Dan Yole at trekcasttng@gmail.com. He actually reads emails. So I'm scrolling back to see if I've missed anything about other emails, by the way, because I probably have. Anyway,
Okay.
Chartable. I did miss this. So this will help. So, Gentry, good timing, because in the country of Germany, our ranking has dropped 24 places. So hopefully with that, he can boost it back up 100%.
Yeah.
But our
Yeah.
dropping of rank 24 spots puts us at what number? Take a guess. Somewhere between 0 and 250.
250.
Daniel says 250.
147.
Damn, Dan. 140.
Nice.
Yeah. We dropped 24 spots and we're still at 140 in Germany.
Wow.
We dropped 28 spots in Great Britain. This is probably due to the audio issues we've had. That's why.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's why a little bit rough. Yeah.
Yeah. So we dropped 28 spots in Great Britain to what number? Pick one between 0 and 250. Daniel?
200.
Dan?
247.
152. We are still ranked number
Okay.
152.
Man, I was
All
going to go
right, all right.
147 again. I should have.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you should have. You should have. And then, of course, our audience in Brazil does not care about our audio problems. We actually are up one, and now we're at 189 in Brazil. So,
Nice. At last.
yeah, amazing. So,
I can't wait for us to do a live show in Brazil.
yeah, I can't wait for you to go down there and do it too.
Yeah.
Yes. They speak Portuguese, not Spanish, so that'll be fun.
Yeah.
Took 5 years to get us to Chicago. How long is it going to take to get us to Brazil?
50.
I'm going to have
wow.
to walk. It'll be a while.
Oh, Lord. So here's one from here's another voicemail from Wednesday. Oh yes, I've got to find this too. Okay, so I'm gonna play this, and then we're gonna play a second thing from this gentleman.
Okay.
If it plays, let's go. And of course not. Hold on a second.
Okay. While you're doing
There
that, do you want me to go? I got some feedback from social media, if you want.
I'm ready, but yeah, go ahead, whatever.
Then go ahead.
Yeah, all it is sometimes it just plug and unplug the phone and we're good.
Oh, okay.
Hi, gentlemen. This is Steve in Southern Illinois. You don't necessarily have to play this on the show, but I just have a question. First of all, my question is, when are you going to bring back those hot Christmas cards? They were awesome, and I would love to get another one someday. Let's do that. Second, in my request, it would just be well with my soul if, Chad, you could play just one time for me to play the bumper that I made for you guys. I'd just like to hear on the air one time, and then you can throw it in the artificial black hole that powers all of the Romulan cruisers. That being said, I'll sign off. Thank you. Have a good one.
Perfect. We will play that
All
right
right.
now. As a matter of fact, I got to go pull it back up because
Let's play it.
It's still in. I got to find it.
And who was that?
That's Steve
Okay.
from
Steve.
Southern California.
Okay.
I think he works at a university, so I think he's a professor. I'll just leave it at that.
Okay.
And I know we've played this at least once because I got this initial clip from him back on July 7th.
So Professor Steve.
Professor Steve, yeah. So I know we've played this at least once. Maybe somewhere along the way he missed it. But then again, maybe I told him we'd play it, and then somehow I'm Chad. So here we go.
Don't be too proud of this technological terror you've constructed. The ability to destroy a planet is insignificant next to the power of
Trekcast.
Nice.
Maybe I haven't played
Nice.
that. Maybe
like that.
somehow I haven't played that. That is amazing.
Yeah.
No, you haven't. That's
I don't
great.
think I have. I love it. That's freaking awesome. I
Yeah.
got to make sure that we use that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Throw that in randomly every now and then.
I will.
Yes.
I apologize, Steve. I could have sworn that I've played that, but man, after listening to it, I haven't. So apologies.
No,
Yeah.
that's great.
Anybody who ever wants to make these sound clips, send them in. Make sure that you're sending them to both of us because, again, my other
Chad's
email
the worst.
accounts. Yeah, my other email accounts is 2,200 email addresses or emails I haven't opened.
Yeah.
So yeah, I am literally the worst. Okay, next voicemail.
Welcome to Star Trek Lower Decks, Season 3, Episode 7, A Mathematically Perfect Redemption. Peanut Hamper and Birdman, get it on! If you would like your favorite episode reviewed, write it on a Post-it and send it to Chad.
Indeed, baby.
So that was a Packlid review, I'm assuming?
That was a
Kind of,
Packlid
yeah.
review.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I think even the Packlets are like, huh?
Yeah.
Yes.
I should get an
Yes.
audio clip of the caca moments and just randomly throw that into the show. Caca.
Yes.
I thought about that when I watched the episode last night, and I was
Bird's
like,
not
I'm
being real.
so confused. Yeah.
Yeah. It's just one drone with another drone, really.
This is true.
true.
There's nothing.
That's true.
What do you call? There's no bestiality involved here. It's just two robots. So
Yep. When two robots love each other, they just get together.
That's right.
who are
That's
we to
right.
judge?
Caca.
Love. I mean,
How dare
Yes.
you? How dare you judge their love?
oh Lord.
So we did have some feedback on the social media. Shell Rands said, this was about the Star Trek Picard trailer. Will Lore adopt the Soong name as to preserve the Soong dynasty?
I don't think he cares.
I don't think he
Yeah, I don't-
cares
yeah.
either.
It's all about him
Yeah.
and him forever
Mhm.
because he can never die. So there is only one Lore.
So have they given up on digitally de-aging Brent Spiner? Because
Sure looks like it.
Lore's looking kind of old.
Yeah.
I'm sure they'll have a reason for that.
Maybe that's all going to be explored in the Defiant comic book with him and Worf and all that.
It's really a
So,
prequel.
Yeah, so I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of. All right. So the last time we saw Lore, he was deactivated. This is when he was running around, with a pack of Borg.
With a pack of
on,
Borg,
uh,
yeah.
on that planet, and he was deactivated. So we assume that he went where? I mean, was he kept in engineering on the Enterprise D? Because if that's the case, he was destroyed in Generations when the star drive section blew up.
Oh, I'm sure they shipped him off to the Daystrom Institute just like they would anything else and just ripped him apart and studied him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then somehow he got out because what's his name? What's the guy from Into Darkness who made the gigantic version of an Enterprise with the what was his name? RoboCop. Yeah.
RoboCop?
Peter
Yeah,
Welling.
RoboCop did that.
What
Yeah.
in the world is that, Chaz? Why do I need to see that in the chat?
What's that?
I don't know. It's a picture of a guy
I
with
don't
a
know what that
really
is,
big
man.
gut using something to press against it. I don't.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't. We're done.
Yeah, I don't know.
So the
That's,
two
Trailer
two
Park
big-
Boys.
the two big baddies for Picard season 3, Moriarty and Lore. I mean, both of them, the last time we saw them, they were. I mean, Moriarty was in the Rubik's Cube, and he was given to what's his name?
Not Barkley, but
Barkley.
Yeah,
Yes.
Barkley. Yeah, Barkley.
He was given to Barkley. So same thing. If Barkley kept him in engineering, he was destroyed in Generations. If he kept him in his quarters, he survived because crew quarters are on the saucer section. So I don't know. I'm just interested in, I don't know why I circled back to this. I'm interested to see how these two characters survived and how we're seeing them again.
Warning! Warning! Nerd alert! Nerd alert!
Thank you. Anyway.
So what's weird though is this is one thing I don't like about trailers in general nowadays. Trailers, for some reason, people seem to think they have to take the entire movie and put it into a 1-minute section, and that's your trailer.
Yeah.
And so they give up everything. They tell you everything. Like they could have just used Moriarty's voice and someone saying lore without showing them if they really wanted to go there. But honestly, they could have just not even done that at all. And all they and now why is it that the evil what is his name? Not Goldfinger, but
Goldmember.
Yeah, Goldmember. Yeah. Dr. Evil's right-hand henchman lady who loved him is flying a starship. Like, who the hell is this? That's who that is.
Orbisna or whatever.
Yeah.
That's not her, is it?
That's her.
Yeah, that's her.
That's her.
Yeah,
That's
she's
her.
she's gonna be the main bad guy.
So we got 3 main bad guys all into one
Do we
trailer.
know who she is?
No, I don't have a clue.
Yeah, they said her
Honey
name.
Bunny.
I forget what it is.
It's Honey Bunny. That's her
But she's
name.
got yes, she's got something against the Picard crew, and she's going after them. That's all we know. We don't know much more than
Yeah,
that.
and she's probably
I'm
throwing
sure they'll
Moriarty
develop
and
a
Lore
backstory.
at him. That's where Moriarty and Lore come in, is they're throwing those. She's throwing those two at him, I guess. But
Yeah, they're going to be probably one-offs, like one episode, and that's about it.
so
That's my guess.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I just it's a fun trailer from the standpoint of holy crap, but it's also like wow, show me the entire thing without showing me the entire thing. You just did.
Well, let me get into this piece of feedback, and then it'll get.
Yeah,
I'll
sorry.
circle back
We're
to
still
it.
talking feedback, and
Okay.
I'm just
So
we're all over the
Ty,
place.
Yeah, Ty J said, "I love seeing these characters, but I have a bad feeling that they're going to screw this up like they did the first 2 seasons. I mean, it's the same people making the show, right? So, yes, it is the same people making the show, and not. Let me explain this. So, Star Trek Picard season 3 has a new showrunner, meaning the person who runs the entire thing. It is going to be Terry Matalas, who has worked on Star Trek before. This guy has worked on Voyager and Enterprise, and they brought him in for season 3 specifically. So while, yes, Kurtzman and all those guys are still producers, really it's Terry running the show. So I don't know if that helps you guys.
Don't screw it up, Terry.
Yeah.
Come on, Terry, get it together.
Get it together, Terry. This is important.
It's already done. I mean, it's too late.
Yeah.
Whatever Terry's done. It's in the past, and we just have to forgive him right now before we even watch it.
Terry.
And just I did the same thing as you did.
Yes, exactly. The sign of the cross, Terry. You.
Yeah. I do appreciate though when you watch a trailer, and then you watch the movie, and the trailer does represent the movie, but doesn't tell you anything other than maybe a slim sliver of the idea. And it leaves something to the imagination. It leaves something there for you to discover, because I feel like all we're discovering in this, all we're going to discover when watching the season is how they piece together what we just saw in the trailer. Like, we know the entire story at this point. Now we just get to watch how they piece it together. It's like saying, I'm going to go and buy a book off the shelf. Yeah, I'm going to go buy a book off the shelf. But before I buy this book off the shelf, instead of just reading little synopsis, I'm going to read the entire outline of the book. And then I'm going to go read the book to see how that outline gets filled in. That sucks. I wish people would stop doing that.
Yes. So.
Anyway.
All right.
Oh, is that from the show with him where he was like he could read people's facial tics, Chaz? Is that where the honey bunny comes in with him? He put a thing in the chat, the on-air chat anyway on Discord. I'll let him answer me because that was a great show. I don't think that's it though. I think that's before that. Pulp Fiction. Lie to Me. That was an excellent show. I don't know why that show got canceled. I loved it. Well, probably because not enough people were watching it, obviously. But I was watching it. I loved Lie to Me. Pulp Fiction. That's right. She was in Pulp Fiction. The lady who's the captain of the trying to go after Picard and crew.
Yeah, that's right.
Tell that bitch be cool. That's all they have to do is tell that bitch be cool.
Yeah.
Tell that bitch be cool.
As long as they can find their wallet. It's brown, leather bound.
Yeah. That's hilarious.
All right. Should we bring on people who want to X up?
Yeah, X up in the chat here if you want to come on and tell us your thoughts on anything and everything we've been talking about so far. Of course, Chaz is going to X up. There we go. Chaz, you're first.
Chaz Biz, yes.
Chaz Biz, you are now unmuted. Tell us your thoughts, my friend.
Well, that was a very, very, very strange episode.
Yes.
It definitely was Rick and Morty-ish.
It really was, wasn't it?
If you watch Rick and Morty, you could see either Morty falling in love with a bird and gonna live his life, then Rick messes it up, or vice versa.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, cause
Rick and Two Crows.
Like, yes, Two Crows. I'm just happy the bird wasn't a woodpecker, or that'd been a little weird. So
yeah.
It was a strange scene when he pulled out the knife. The dad actually pulls out the knife and starts to scrape the mud off her, and she's like, oh, yes, right there. And to the left a little. She has no feelings. What is this?
Yes.
Well, it's funny because you thought she was going to have a redemption arc, then you found out, like, nope, she's still evil.
She's just horrible. Yeah, she's just a horrible person. Yeah.
Yeah, she's just horrible.
Yep.
She's very unlikable.
I kind of liked that though, honestly. Like that was the nice little twist that I was kind of like, they stuck to who that character is. It's just a total ploy. Wow. Yeah, throw her in a locker.
And having Jeffrey Combs at the end really was awesome. So
you didn't have Jeffrey Combs on for a while, so that was great.
So I have a feeling that Peanut Hamper will probably be back. Maybe not next season, maybe the season after. So.
Well, if anything, I hope it means we get Badgie back.
Yes, I was sitting there thinking that's like maybe Badgie. Well, they'll probably put Badgie in there with Peanut Hamper and Jeffrey Combs, and then they'll all get together and have like some kind of
Super Smash Squad.
Mega. Yes,
Robot Apocalypse.
They'll be the Suicide Squad on Lower Decks.
Yes. I'll be the new Defiant crew that Worf's recruiting for IDW.
You know, that would be hilarious if they trolled, if they're watching that and they see that comic and they're scratching their head and then they just make an episode to completely troll it. That would be hilarious. Yeah. That would be just the best.
Like every leftover character you could probably think of. I'm surprised Barkley's not on that crew. I mean, yeah, Lore, Laren, and B'Elanna Torres and Worf all together. It's like, this is stupid.
Who wants that?
Who was the other Vulcan in Voyager? Throw him in there.
Oh, that's right. There was one.
Not Tuvok, but it was the other. Yes,
the other guy.
Yeah, the one that had on fire.
Yeah,
Vork.
Yeah,
Vork. Yeah,
Vork.
And said, throw him in there. And then Worf's son, Alexander. Let's throw him in there.
We don't talk about him.
We don't talk about Rozhenko.
Yeah. And then maybe a little Wesley Crusher in there. So
yeah, he's a super space traveling wizard now, though. He's a space traveling wizard. We don't need any more Crusher.
But
Well, remember,
you know,
according to Wesley, he's the belle of the ball. They all want him on their shows.
yes, of course.
Yeah.
But they just can't figure out a way to fit it in.
They just can't figure it
That's
out.
like letting that girl down who keeps asking you out, and you're like, I would love to go out with you, but I got this ball game going on, and the thing with I just can't. I don't have any time. I'd love to. I just can't. I can't do it.
Yeah.
Now, if he comes in at the end of Picard, you know, because it's the final season of Picard and rescues Picard, I'm done.
Is he going to be in this
Hey,
next season?
Hey, you're never done. You're never done until we say you're done.
Right.
We are going to suffer, and you're going to suffer right along with us.
It's like a gang. You can't quit.
You can't quit.
You can't just quit.
You have to like beat me out of the game.
Isn't that what Starfleet is? You can't quit Starfleet. You can't quit the Federation. You can't leave.
No.
Once you're in the Federation, you're in. You are hooked, and you can't leave.
And then season 3, and you see Raffi, and you're like, oh, please limit her role, please, do not have her in there. I was like, because the best character in there, they killed off last season with Rios.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, so you don't have Rios anymore. Now you're stuck with Raffi and 7 of 9, and they kind of ruined 7 in a way.
We still have all his holograms running around, so he could be back.
Yeah,
that's a good point.
Rios is not only in the past, but he's in an alternate timeline.
Yeah.
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 You're
like
right.
they're not bringing him back.
No, which is stupid. I mean, maybe he just didn't want to do it anymore. I don't know. But why would you kill? I don't know. That just seemed so.
I don't know.
Well, Terry didn't want him. Terry did not want him, and so they got rid of him. Him and Soji.
Yeah.
They filmed season 3. Was it before season 2 even aired? Right. So
yeah,
I think so. Yeah, or at the same time of filming.
All this stuff's been filmed, and you wonder, it's like, have they done reshoots or anything? Like changed up the storyline? Because last season wasn't.
If I remember, because we did the story back when it happened, they literally stopped filming season 2 on a Friday, took the weekend off, and then came back Monday to start season 3.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah,
because they wanted to do them back to back and get them done. Which, you know, not to put too fine a point on it or make it sad for a moment, but you know, how long are we going to be able to have Patrick Stewart being able to play the role, right? So if they wanted to finish it and said season 3 was it, we better just do it now, you know, before he's unable to do it. Whether that's because of energy or acting or wellness or anything else, or just unwilling, right? And maybe he's tired and done. Maybe he's looked at the feedback of what he helped write for the first 2 seasons and said, I'm done with this. And he's just put out because, you know, originally I remember back when this whole thing got started and he was invited into the writer's room. He helped write season 1. He didn't want all the original cast back with him. He just wanted it to be about Picard. And now look where we are. So... You know,
and
like he took him out to dinner and said, "Hey, you guys aren't going to be in this."
Yeah.
Anyways.
Yeah. He did. He did. Yeah. Exactly. Which was a mistake.
You just see Worf just his heart just crushed. It's like I wanted a Klingon show so bad.
Michael Dorn over there going, "Give me a pint of ice cream now." He just ruined my life, Patrick.
Yeah. He starts eating meat because he's a vegan. He was just mad.
I'm mad now. Bring me a steak.
Screw it.
All right. Well, thanks, Chaz. One more thing. I'm sorry. What'd you have?
The disco. What is the mystery box? The Rubik's Cube that she's opening at the end.
No idea.
Doesn't matter.
It's the element configuration.
It's the Omega particle.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Can you guys do a live show, like where you do a watch along, all 3 of you, and do it like Mystery Science Theater? And watch
do I have to?
Legally, we cannot do that.
Funny, like you guys drink beers, watch the show live, and just either destroy it or like it. Doesn't matter.
Well, we can do that, but we can't show the episode thus superimposed over it.
It's a watch along.
Yeah, we just count down. Everybody hit play at 3, 2, 1. Hit play, and then we're all watching it and making. Yeah, sure, we can do that. We've talked about doing that in the past. It's just a tiny thing.
Because that would be funny just to watch, because nobody wants to watch Discovery anyways, and that's probably a way to watch it.
Yeah, the YouTube numbers show that. They definitely
because
show
usually,
that.
like last season of Discovery, I just had it on in the background because I hated it so much. I was like, I gotta finish Star Trek, but it's just it was a slug. So
yeah, it'll be a slugfest again whenever it comes up. Okay, don't forget about our sponsor, Toink. Daniel, you've got the cue card to read for that. All the free stuff, cool stuff. I've got the thing I got last week behind me. Scott Bowders sent me batteries to put into it because I didn't have batteries last week, and he sent me the Post-it notes so I could have the outline of what we do in order that's right here in front of me on my monitor. So thank you very much for that, Scott. I haven't forgotten. When I first got it, I was like, oh my gosh, this came from Toink. My wife put the thing in the other Toink box, and I was so confused. And then I took a picture of it and sent to guys, and Daniel's like, hey, Chad, actually read the damn card. It says Scott right there at the bottom. I'm like, oh, crap, okay. So, but I have that, and I'm going to take a little video of me putting the batteries in and having it come on and show you all the sound effects and do all that. I'll have my daughter help me with it, and then we'll post that up because it's supposed to have these 3 different modes set and all this cool stuff. So I want everybody to hear it. It's I'm excited. I can't wait to put it on the door. Then I'll know when the wife and kids are coming out here, and then I can minimize all the games and bring up all the work stuff.
There you go.
Let me know if you have any trouble getting it to work. Because if you do, I'll come over with my engineering kit and fix it for you. Because
beautiful,
I have this.
Get in the shuttlecraft and fly on over now, man.
Yeah, So Toink, where fandom lives, they've got free pins if you buy $50 or more, and free shipping in the U.S. They also currently have buy 3 get 1 free drinkware, kitchenware, puzzles, pins, and more. You can definitely mix and match as well. So tons of cool stuff there. You know, you can get everything from Rick and Morty to Jurassic Park to Ghostbusters. It's where fandom lives. They got all sorts of stuff. Toink.com.
Awesome.
All right. Good stuff.
Awesome. Yeah.
Anything else we need to cover this week? I think we're good.
I think we're good. We're good.
All right.
Yeah, we'll be back next week. We got another episode of Lower Decks. It's winding down pretty quick. So
love to Germany, Gentry
says.
Love
to Germany. Yeah. Love to Germany, of course. Yes.
All right, I'm going to hit the outro. Here we go.
And Brazil.
Well, there you have it. Another episode in the can. Check us out at trekcast.com. Also, if you would, please subscribe to us via iTunes. Leave those reviews, subscribe to us, we'll get some numbers, get up the list, get more listeners, do more shows, have more fun. But for now, we're all done. So live long and prosper, and we'll see you next week.